Hello and welcome to Andertons TV. Today I'm joined by a man, a myth, a legend. Mr. James Young, owner, operator, general just beard maestro.
Yeah, Beard Brothers.
Beard brother. I've got massive beard envy right now. That is a thing of beauty. Lovely work. So, we're going to talk about Aston Microphones.
Yeah.
Why don't you kick things off? How long has it been going? It's not that long, is it?
No, only about 2.5 years. It's going great guns.
And you guys are everywhere at the moment as well.
It's really cool, actually. It's really cool. After years of doing, other stuff and then finally getting to do something where we've got our own UK manufacturing, it's very cool to see how well it's being supported by people.
I think what amazes me about Aston is the fact that you have 3 product lines, microphones. Obviously, you've got the halos and all your shock mounts and stuff that are coming out as well. And more stuff coming. Oh, trade secrets, lovely. But to only have 3 lines of microphones and have such a huge impact on the industry, I think that makes a big deal.
Unforeseen.
Yeah, no.
We were aiming basically, because we've been in the mic business for a while before we did Aston, and we were kind of aiming to try and do something at least as good or hopefully a little bit better than what we've done before, but do it in the UK. And because there's something we call the Aston Sound now. Yeah. Working with that, we work with a panel of 33 top producers, engineers, and artists from the UK to actually be our ears on the project. Because we always think, we build these things, and we're all musicians in the company, but the people that really know about the sound are the people that are using them professionally every day. Yeah.
So you out of that list of producers and engineers, are there any big names that you could throw about? Or?
Well, they all are. Yeah. No. I mean, it's well, we've got people like
it's not Tony in his shed.
No, it's not Tony in his shed. No, Andy Bradfield, who's worked with people like Rufus Wainwright and David Gray, Chris Porter, who was George Michael's producer for 13 years and worked with David Bowie. Yeah. Rick Simpson, who did the last 5 Coldplay albums. And so all of the 33 are at the top of the industry. And we actually, right at the beginning of the project, said we're gonna take our hands off the sound. The only thing we're going to do is the technical stuff. And those guys are going to choose and direct us on how it should sound, which has not been done before in the mic world. So the result, which was unexpected, I have to admit. We were aiming to try and do something as good as we could. But as you know, you've seen all the reviews everywhere in the world out there. They're all saying, hey, these things sound like $2,000-3,000 mics. How did you make them for 300 quid?
Yeah, and I suppose the thing is, there are some other companies out there in that same price bracket that are trying to accomplish the same thing. But you guys are pretty much just smashing it, aren't you?
We are smashing it, yeah.
Modest as ever. Right, so, Obviously you've mentioned some producers. Yeah. What about vocalists? Have you got an array of vocalists on projects, or anyone that's out there using the gear?
This is the other thing that's been really cool. I've worked with lots of different brands over the years. Some of them stuff that I've distributed. Some stuff, we distribute Apogee and Waves and all sorts of really good brands. And then Aston's kind of come along, or we've made it happen, I suppose you'd say. I've never ever, in all the time I've worked in the industry, been approached by so many artists. Producers and engineers, you tend to work with them more closely, but artists tend to be kind of a couple of steps removed, and they have people do stuff for them. And we've had, Noel Gallagher came to us last year via his producer and said that he'd already been using the Spirit actually for guitars and for his vocals on the new High Flying Birds album, and wanted to help give us a bit of a leg up with anything he could do PR wise. And Noel doesn't do PR with people. No, he doesn't work with people like that. So that was massive for us. Kylie Minogue's new album was all of her vocals were Spirit. Fan, so it's pretty eclectic, and then you've got Spirit being used on all sorts of instruments all over the world, and on world tours and in the studio. It's a very, very versatile mic.
Well, let's have a listen, because Meg's going to do some vocals for us, so we'll go and have a listen to that.
Cool.
Grant my last request and just let me hold you. Don't shrug your shoulders. Lay down beside me, and sure I can't forget that we're going nowhere. But one last time, let's go there. Lay down beside me.
So that was Meg, our very own Liverpudlian Kylie Minogue. She's good. We like her. Anyway, so...
You should be so lucky.
Oh, the puns, they keep it rolling. Oh, moving swiftly on. Okay, so we've heard vocals.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Oh, sorry.
We've heard vocals, and this is a the Spirit is a multi-pattern microphone, so it should be every engineer and artist's favourite mic to go to.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of flair talked about mics out there. I think most mics are suited to more than one application.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But manufacturers don't like talking about that because it doesn't suit their marketing aims.
Yeah.
They want people to go and buy a guitar mic so they can market a guitar mic. But we kind of take a different approach with Aston. We figured that most people don't have a budget to have a cupboard full of microphones. So we've really tried to make the mics as versatile as we can do, both the Origin and the Spirit.
Yeah.
So the Origin's used on a lot of stuff as well, but it doesn't have quite the versatility of the Spirit if you want to do multi-instrumentalist stuff, drum overheads, because it hasn't got the polar patterns, as you say.
Because that's the thing, not to say that the Origin wouldn't work well for guitar.
It does.
It will work well for guitar, but if you are on a budget and you're looking for something that does a bit of everything, then the Spirit's is your
awesome. Yeah.
Happy days. So with that in mind, I think Pete's going to play some guitar for us. But before we go into that, are there any big name guitarists that you got using out there?
There's a couple of people that I can't talk about yet that we'll probably be announcing by the time the video is live.
Oh, cool.
Really big guitarists. The mics are being used by Tom York for live mics for his guitar cab, Radiohead.
Yeah.
All sorts of people actually use them on guitars. So.
Yeah. So anyway, let's listen to Pete play some guitar for us. Take it away, Pete. Well, thank you very much, Pete. That was lovely. I do like a bit of electric guitar. What about you?
I love a bit of electric guitar.
Yeah?
Yeah. No Eddie Van Halen, though, is he really?
No, definitely not. Sorry. Bless. So, obviously we've mentioned electric guitar. We've also mentioned vocals.
Yeah.
Condensers are perfect for acoustic guitar.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, would you, in your experiences, ideally, would you use two Origins or would you use one Spirit?
If I was going to use two mics, I'd do one of two things. I would either use a stereo pair of Starlights, one at the neck and one at the body, or I would use a large diaphragm condenser and a Starlight.
Yeah.
And that tends to be what people... when I'm playing acoustic guitar, I tend to record with two mics. Some people will just put an Omni mic in front of that. There's 100 different ways to mic up any instrument.
Yeah.
So a lot of it, I think, is down to people just playing. If they've got a couple of mics, to play with them and get a good sound.
Yeah. For those of you that may have watched it, we did a shootout with the Starlight and that won the shootout. That's a great sounding microphone.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
And it also looks like a lightsaber. Was that intentional?
No, well, not really, no. The laser came about as a bit of a drunken product development meeting that we had in a bar in New York. And
it looked like a lightsaber, so we put a laser on it just for just for the fun of it.
But it's the laser is really cool, but it's the least important feature on it. I mean, it's the voicings on that thing.
Yeah.
Again, we're trying to do this versatility thing, so that the voices are there, so that once you're set up, without having to fiddle around with lots of different mics, you can actually flick it between vintage or a modern mode, and you've even got a hybrid where it kind of sits somewhere between the two. So going back to your other question, I would say, if you're only getting one mic and you want it to do everything, a bit of singing, a bit of guitar playing, everything, the Spirit is ideal for that, because you can actually mic in different ways. You can put the Omni mode mic on, Omni mic mode on, and get a bit of room sound. You can have it closer mic'd and just bring it into the soundboard, the whole thing. So it's a really good mic for acoustic guitar.
Cool.
Being used by lots of big artists all over the world. Probably the one that springs to mind for UK is Newton Faulkner, because he's an amazing guitarist. So.
Who actually was an Andertons customer at one point.
He?
Yeah, he used to live in Guildford. I didn't stalk him or anything. I just like to clarify that for legal reasons. So anyway, I think should we get Pete to play a bit of acoustic guitar for us?
Let's do it.
Take it away. Wasn't that lovely? Right. I think, I'm a big fan of the Spirit. I think it's a great microphone. there doesn't seem to be any limitations in what you can use it for in like the whole band.
Yeah.
So, you know, when we were talking earlier on before shooting the video, you were saying about Wes Borland.
Yeah, or one of the, I mean, we're lucky enough to work with a lot of big artists with a very young company, but actually that one came about because of a Facebook post that Wes did where he had, you know, one of those little micro pianos. Like
little toy jobbies.
Yeah, little toy thing,
yeah.
little plinky plonk thing, and he had it mic'd up with a Spirit. And that's what first put us in touch with him. He's using the Spirit on guitars and all sorts of stuff, obviously, but it is really versatile. You can use it in pretty much anything.
Well, it's interesting you say Wes Borland, because obviously famously known as the guitarist for Limp Bizkit. Mm-hmm. The next person to play for us is Colin Bentham from the drum department. You might remember him from the drum videos we did. He plays for Europe's leading Limp Bizkit tribute band called Stiff Bizkit. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to replicate any of that on percussion, but let's just see what he can do.
Thank you.
So, I think it's safe to say it's a bit of a Swiss Army knife of a microphone. Does everything.
Yeah.
Does everything.
There's a danger, though, that you might think that means it's a kind of jack of all trades, master of none. But at its root, it's a really fundamentally good vocal mic as well. You know, so it's if you look at all the reviews that are out there, they're really using a lot of superlatives about the mic just for vocals or just for recording guitar. So you can turn it to anything,
because it is different to the Origin, isn't it? It's not it's a different tuning to the Origin.
Yeah.
It's not like the Origin, but a multi-pattern version.
No, not at all.
So it's you know, you've got a whole family of mics that do different stuff.
I always describe the Origin as the kind of it's used in a lot of pro studios, and it is again multi-application. But I always describe it as the perfect kind of entry-level beginner's mic as well, because it's forgiving, not flattering. It doesn't change the sound, but it lets you get away with a bit more. It's very smooth and natural, so it'll make you sound how you expect to sound.
Yeah.
Whereas the Spirit, you have to handle with a little bit more care because it's very revealing. It's very open and big and very professional and slick sounding. You know, so
you're saying if you're not very good, you're not going to sound very
good. If you're not very good, leave it alone.
Brilliant. So, you can always purchase this microphone from our website, in store. You can come in and try it. If you buy it and you don't like it, you've got 14-day cashback, 30-day exchange. Don't worry about that, you'll love it. And
a 3-year replacement warranty if anything goes wrong, which it won't because it's built in the UK and it's brilliant.
There we go. So, what more do you want? But we're, you know, if you don't want to buy it, you should. But we're going to be running a competition for the Spirit. And we don't know the exact details at this moment in time. I think it's going to be like answer some questions, or can we think of really fun questions?
Try and dissect the meaning of this video.
Absolutely. Yeah. What was the secret message?
Exactly.
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Play the video backwards.
But yeah, so we're going to do a competition. Links will be in the YouTube and on Facebook and all that jazz and in the mail shot. Yeah. But you've got something new which...
Yeah, I was thinking actually just a last minute thing. On top of giving away a Spirit, we're actually launching this. It's going to be in the shops last week of April.
Nice.
So why don't we give a handful of these away as well as runners-up prizes to people that can then go and buy the Spirit to put in it.
But James, some people might not know what this is. Talk me through it.
This is the brand new Aston Swift Shield. It's
released at NAMM this year?
Yeah, well, launched at NAMM, yeah. But released, it'll be in the shops end of April, last week of April. And this is actually the combo product, so it's both a pop filter. Actually, have you got an Origin? Oh, there's one here, isn't there? Right, cool. So you're doing your vocals, and then you finish your vocals, and you want to mic up. So you just take the pop filter off that quickly, and then you want to swap mics because you were doing vocals with the Origin, and now you want to record some instruments, so you do that.
And you mic it upside down?
Well, if you want to, yeah. That was more to demonstrate that it is actually fixed in place that quickly. Yeah, no, but it's...
That felt a bit QVC.
It is a bit.
That was good. I like that.
It is a bit. But it really works.
But the point is that it's quick and it's versatile. So when you're working in a studio and you want to be quick with these things.
Exactly. And so this just clips back on pretty easily. And then we've also got the shock mount will whoops, missed. The shock mount will... Very QVC. Oh no, it was on there. It's my vision again. The shock mount ships on its own as well.
Yep.
So the shock mount's £49, the combo's £79, and then we've got a gooseneck version of the pop shield for people that have already got a shock mount that they're using, and that's 39 quid. And it's the nice thing about this is
oh god,
it stays where you put it.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Use it as a fly swatter. That's great, multi-purpose.
Yeah.
I like the design, and obviously, you know, there's always that age-old argument of metal pop shield versus the sort of...
This is a little bit different, actually. All the other metal pop shields that are out there are that kind of stretched lattice.
Yeah.
This is a piece of solid 0.2mm thick stainless steel that's been acid etched.
You know how to work them.
But it's really cool. It's just had a spanking review in Tape Op.
Yeah.
You know Tape Op magazine. Yeah. The guy basically has just said it's the best pop shield shock mount combo that he's ever used. That's his new thing. Very
aggressive at cutting sibilants and plosives, which is exactly what you want. And I imagine some sort of air dispersal as well, which is lovely. So anyway, these are new bits. Anything else new? Or are we not allowed to talk about it?
We've got 2 new microphone products in the pipipeline.
Exciting
stuff. That's as much as I can tell you.
do you promise to come and do an exclusive?
Oh yeah.
Oh nice. Yeah. I like that. Lovely. Anyway, well thank you very much for coming down.
No, you're welcome. Thank you very much for your time and for the coffee and the biscuits and the laughs and the other stuff that we can't talk about.
Oh God, it's been great. Anyway, thanks very much for watching and speak to you soon.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Andertons YouTube Music Technology channel. If you're a guitar player or you play bass or a drummer or you're into keyboards, you might like one of our other YouTube channels, and I'll put links to those in the description below. Anyway, if you'd like to find out more about the products we featured in this video, please click up here. If you'd like to watch another video from this channel, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing, click down here. And lastly, if you'd like to subscribe to our Music Tech YouTube channel, please click down here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.